Lifeweaver has been buffed. That's right, his healing has been increased. So this is currently still on the test server because we're still waiting for Season 4 to go live. But what I want to show you here is the change to Lifeweaver. So Blizzard already know he is severely underpowered in the healing department because he's a support and he can't actually heal that well or for that much, which is a bit of a problem. And I think this is confirmation from Blizzard that, yeah, they see this as an issue and it's one that they're definitely wanting to fix. So what they've done is this. This is according to Aaron Keller, Lifeweaver healing buff coming day 1 of Season 4. Charge time for his primary heal will be reduced from 1.2 seconds to 1 second. Now, it must be said, what you are seeing here is from the test server. So this is still the 1 second charge time. The 1.2 second charge time. But it's now being reduced to 1 second. So this is going to be much better because it means you're going to be able to heal for more. I still think there's a problem with Lifeweaver because you still slow down when you're charging your heal. And I just really don't know why he's got this, because I want to show you guys something else about Lifeweaver. He's actually got there's a pretty bad problem with Lifeweaver. So let me show you this. Let me just change from Lifeweaver. I'll grab Cassidy because I want to show you his hitbox because it is actually, it's so bad, his hitbox. And I think he's going to be quite easy to kill. So if I spawn Lifeweaver over here, now, if we take a look at him, all right, if I shoot here, it's not going to hit him. If I shoot here, it's not going to hit him. But if I shoot anywhere on his petals, it will actually damage him. See what I mean? Like, this is a hitbox is absolutely massive. It's laughably massive. And like this, I mean, look at his profile. Like, you literally, okay, now I can't hit him. Okay, oh, there you go. So actually I can't hit him there, but I guess I can here. No, I can't. Okay, so oh yeah, it's this is the offending one. I think that's the one that's triggering me. But this is still bad. Like, he's still got a really, really big hitbox for a support. And he took the heal. Get out of it. But yeah, Lifeweaver is buffed before the season even began. But I think they're going to probably buff him a bit more because I think he probably needs it. But we'll have to wait and see. I can't wait to play him. Okay, the other big thing in Season 4 is this. It's the Brig rework. Now, one thing to note here, I have damage reduction on here in the workshop mode that I'm using to showcase this. So obviously I'm taking a lot less damage than I would be in the game. But yeah, I just want to show you the Brig bash because you're going to need to get used to this. So if Brig is just general normal Brig, that's a barrier. It's normal Brig barrier. But when she pops her ult, she gets this. Yes, it's a widescreen bash, and also the cooldown is reduced on my abilities as well, so you can't bash this fast. But yeah, it gets the point across, doesn't it? Brig is going to be ridiculous. But there's also other Brig changes, so let me break those down as well. Oh no. Look, I just can't believe why have they done this? I cannot believe they've done this. But remember, the cooldown here, this is all modified in the workshop, but the big shield, this is what you're going to get, and it stuns, and it's crazy. Oh, and there's Orisa. So you may be thinking, that's the worst news for Brig. No, it's not. There's actually an even more obscene change that Brig has got now. So Brig now gains 100 restorable armor health pool for the duration of rally. So this is instant, right? So you look at my health here, it's 200 combined armor health. You literally get an extra 100 restorable armor when you pop the ultimate. That is disgusting, right? And also remember, Brig no longer gradually builds health like her nearby allies do, because they still do, but you instantly gain 100 health, right? This is massive. Also, obviously, yeah, the barrier health goes up to 750. I've just showed you that in the previous clip. It gets massive, and you can now stun people with it. And the bonus movement speed, though, has been reduced from 30 to 15%. Also, the other note as well is Repair Pack. This has got a reduced range now, so it's only 25 meters instead of 30. But this is what I want to show you, right? Watch my health and watch the health of these bots. Instantly, I go up to 300 there because I've just given myself 100 armor. That is massive. Like, obviously, yes, we get the comedy shield as well, but that is massive. You can literally give yourself instantly 100 armor. I think the devs are crazy with what they've done here to Brig, because they've basically turned her into a frontline killing machine, because when her ult's available now, you can just go super aggressive. You're just going to pop the ult, and you're just going to run forward because you just get 100 armor instantly, and everyone else around you is getting armor slowly building up, and you've got a massive shield that's now got 750 hit points, and it now stuns. And what are you doing, Blizzard? What? Go and play Brig in this season. Honestly, play Brig and play Moira. If you're playing support, you're going to have a good time. So with Season 4, we obviously get Lifeweaver. We get a really nice menu screen for Lifeweaver as well. But we also get a bunch of new items that are available. We get a new Battle Pass as well. So I'm not going to go through all of this. I've been through all of this in other videos, and you guys have probably seen this. But I think the most notable thing from the Battle Pass is the new Mythic skin, which is this, the Galactic Emperor Sigma skin, which honestly I think is probably their best mythic skin to date. I mean, the amount of customization on this, it's just the same sort of number of customization as previous skins, although some of them generally have like, maybe there's 3 here, or then there's 3 here or 2 here or whatever. But this skin to me just looks absolutely insane. It looks so good as a skin, this does. Maybe it's just because it's my, I like this aesthetic. I like this whole sort of like Warhammer 40k space galactic empire thing on the go. I think it's pretty cool, right? So this is definitely a major attraction of the Battle Pass, I would say. And to me, it's definitely a better skin sort of proposal than other ones we've had. But again, remember, it's all subjective. But yeah, another 80 tiers of the Battle Pass. The one thing I will say about the Battle Pass as well is that typically most of the rewards in this are linked to the season theme. So I'm hoping that what they're going to do in the future is make the entire Battle Pass linked to the season theme, which is space opera for Season 4. So, of course, this is a space-themed thing. All the voice lines are space-themed. This is a space-themed souvenir that no one's ever going to use. But then you get things like this. Now, this isn't space-themed. I mean, it's really good, but it's not space-themed, right? This is just thrown in there to sort of bulk out the Battle Pass, and I'm sure they've got a bunch of items, a bunch of, emotes, animations, whatever that they can throw in to bulk it out in case they don't have enough stuff, because they've obviously got to make 80 tiers of rewards. So yeah, Battle Pass, I think this is probably the best one we've had so far in terms of it's very thematic, in terms of it's got some really nice skins, and yeah, I just think it's overall probably the best one we've had. But still, there's a lot of work to do, and still, there's no premium currency in it, and still, heroes are locked in the Battle Pass. So while it may be the best one, it's still not great. So if you go to competitive play now, you will be greeted with this message. This is seasonal rank decay has been removed, and it says competitive play ranks are no longer reduced at the beginning of every season, and all previous effects of this system have been removed. Everyone's skill tier and division have been adjusted to match the current estimate of your skill. So what this means is, guys, you may actually just, let's say you ended the season in Platinum, you may just start the next season in Diamond, because that might be your actual rank, right? Before, it wasn't really displaying what your rank was, and you sort of had to fight back to your rank. It was a terrible system. So there's going to be a case here where people will just be a higher rank when they log in. Also, you could be a lower rank in some cases, I guess. But I think this is good, because seasonal rank decay is terrible. It just added an artificial barrier of, if you ended the season, let's say in Plat 5, it would just put you in as, like, I don't know, Gold 5 at the start of the next season. And you're like, what the hell? And then you spend the whole season working back to Plat 5. It's not great. It was a terrible system. Now, though, that's all gone, and it's a massive change. And it's a good sign that they do listen to feedback, Blizzard, and that they are actively trying to make the competitive experience better. So jumping back a second here to the different game modes, if we go to Arcade, you'll notice there is a new mode here. Now remember, this is from the test server, so there will be other modes available as the game goes live. But Bob and Weave is the new mode for the test server. Now unfortunately, I can't show you this because nobody will be playing the test server at this time. But basically, it's a 3v3 mode where you use Lifeweaver to move Bob around. So you basically pull Bob all over the place with Lifeweaver. You can see a bit of information here. So, well, actually, it doesn't really give you much information, but yeah, 6 players, map eye attire, unique hero Lifeweaver, allows locked heroes, and victory's first team to earn 15 kills. But basically, yeah, you just move Bob around with his thingy. It's pretty cool. Go and check it out. So let's go over the changes in Season 4. We're going to do this pretty quick because I want it to be sort of rapid fire, so you guys go into the season knowing exactly what is new. So there is a stranded spawn system. This essentially means you can change your spawn room if you spawn in a forward spawn, which is basically under duress. So think of Gibraltar, first point defense. You lose the point, and then you spawn in that spawn room. You are generally dead because the enemy will rush forward and get you. Now, though, the enemy can't get into the spawn because there'll still be the shields up on the door. But instead of being able to swap your hero, you can now swap your spawn. So if you're in there and you spawn late, you can decide to spawn in the further back spawn room, thus meaning you don't die. And this applies to all maps. So this is actually quite a nice new feature. There have been changes to the competitive leaver penalty. So essentially, if you leave games at the end of a season, the penalty will carry over into the next season, so make sure you don't leave games. Blizzard are doing this because they don't want people to just throw games at the end of the season. For top 500 leaderboards, you now need to win 25 competitive matches before being eligible to enter the top 500 leaderboard for a specific role, queue, or region. They've also changed the number of competitive points that you get. Now, the sort of short story here is, if you are a lower rank, you now get more competitive points. This means you will have more of a chance of buying a golden weapon. This, I think, could be a good change because this might indicate that they're looking at adding new competitive rewards fairly soon if they want to give out more competitive points. So very quickly, Bronze will now get 300 competitive points at the end of the season instead of 65, so a massive buff. Silver will get 450 instead of 125. Gold will get 600 instead of 250. Platinum will get 800 instead of 500. Diamond, though, will get 1,000 instead of 750. But Masters and GM actually get less points. So they now get 1,200 in Masters, but this was previously 1,250. And GM will now earn 1,500, but previously this was 1,750. There's also a change to competitive challenge titles. So this is really good because there was a lot of confusion with this. For example, if you end in Diamond rank in Open Queue, you will earn the title Diamond Open Challenger, whereas before it would just be Diamond Challenger. So if you went into Role Queue, people would think you were Diamond, but maybe you were Platinum or even lower Gold, but you've got the Diamond title in the game. It's odd. So players think, oh, that's a much higher level player, maybe on the enemy team, and then maybe they use that to flame. So this is a good change here from Blizzard. Should have just been at the game at launch, but it's good news that they've done this. There is now a new competitive match rank. So the initial loading screen will show all the participants of the competitive match like it normally does, but now it'll also show an icon at the top of the screen representing the average skill tier and division of all players in the match. There's also been an update to the competitive skill update and progression system, so you get more information now when you win and lose games, which I think is better because it gives you more of an idea of where you are. So for the hero updates, Reinhardt, armor health reduced from 300 to 250, base health increased from 175 to 200. Sigma, accretion, impact damage reduced from 60 to 40, 80 damage total with explosion. Knockback duration increased from 0.8 to 1.1 seconds. Cassidy, base health reduced from 225 to 200. This is great. Magnetic grenade, damage reduced from 131 to 120. Sombra can now disable Blizzard with EMP. And a sleep dart now has 30% less effective sleep duration on tanks. This means it used to be 5 seconds, but now it's 3.5 seconds, but only on tanks. Brig now gains 100 restorable armor health pool for the duration of Rally. Brig no longer gradually builds temporary health like her nearby allies. Rally now upgrades a barrier shield, increasing both its size and health. Barrier health increased from 300 to 750 during the ultimate. During Rally, Shield Bash now impacts multiple enemies and briefly stuns them. Bonus movement speed reduced from 30 to 15%, and her repair pack, the range has been reduced from 30 to 25 meters. Mercy, Caduceus staff, the healing per second increased from 45 to 55. Healing is no longer increased for allies under half health. Guardian Angel, cooldown reduced from 2.5 to 1.5 seconds. Jump and crouch cancel active ability state during duration increased from 1 to 1.5 seconds. Jump and crouch cancel active ability state can no longer be manually interrupted to begin the cooldown early. And don't worry if you don't know what the hell that even means. I don't know what that means. Like, Mercy is the changes to Mercy at this point. You literally need a degree in Mercy to know what the hell is going on, like a Harvard degree or from Oxford or somewhere. It's crazy. Anyway, Valkyrie support role passive is now active during the duration of Valkyrie. Moira Fade can now be activated during Coalescence. Coalescence bonus movement speed reduced from 50 to 40%. Biotic Grasp lingering heal duration increased from 2 to 3 seconds. Map pools have also been completely removed from the game now. Every single map is playable all of the time. There's also going to be a new map called Talantis. This was designed by Twitch Chat a few months ago. It's kind of like a rudimentary map. It won't have textures, but you'll be able to play that, and that'll be available, I believe, from the 25th of April to May the 1st. And there is one final notable change. This is listed as a bug change, but it's actually a massive nerf to Ashe. So Ashe no longer gains ultimate while Bob is active. Now, if you go back a few years in the patch notes, you'll see that they actually made it so Ashe does gain ultimate charge when Bob is active, and that was classed as a bug fix. This now is apparently removing that. So this is a heavy nerf to Ashe. She's always been able to charge Bob, essentially, pretty much since she's been a hero in the game. So yeah, if you're an Ashe player, you have just been massively nerfed, and Blizzard say it's a bug fix. I mean, I suppose in the defense of the balance team, I'm not even sure that any of the balance team is left from when Ashe was introduced, so I don't know, maybe they just forgot. But yeah. Okay, everybody, thank you for listening and watching the video. Season 4 is starting, and honestly, I'm really excited for this season. I think it's the most excited I've been since the launch of Overwatch 2. I think they've got a decent battle pass. I think the changes are going to be interesting, Brig especially. Lifeweaver, I can't wait to play him and just see how he fits into the game. I think it's going to be very hard to get value with, but I can't wait to see the crazy clips of Lifeweaver pulling people down the well. But yeah, beyond that, thanks everybody. And if you did like the video, then like the video, subscribe to the channel because it helps an absolute ton. And leave a comment below with what you're most looking forward to in this season of Overwatch 2. All right, I'll catch you lovely lot on the next video. See you soon.